Hi everyone. I can't believe that we are at the last legislative day of the 79th General Convention and we are preparing to come home. But before we make the trek back, I wanted to let you know about some of the big pieces of legislation that we have moved through. It's been a great convention, and I want to highlight just a few things, and we'll get a chance to talk about them more once we all return to Indianapolis. The first thing I want to let you know is about prayer book revision. That was a big item coming into convention, and the most important thing I want you to know is that the 79 prayer book continues to be our prayer book in use and is the standard by which we'll begin to look at our texts anew. We're about to enter into a period where we can look at what the church is currently doing around its worship life and to look at our prayers and how we're worshiping currently, and then to begin to dig into the expansive language and other ways of doing our liturgy that honors the church we are today. A task force for our prayer book study has been formed, consisting of 10 bishops, 10 clergy, and 10 lay people to take a look at how we worship and to begin to move us into a place that's fresh in our worship life, including the use of expansive language and taking into account the church that we are today. So you'll hear a lot more about that. But the thing I most want you to know is that we're not getting rid of the 79 prayer books. So please don't misunderstand that. The other thing that was pretty big was around marriage. And so the big takeaway there for all of us is that we continue to do what we have done, which is to allow clergy, priests to marry those in their congregations who desire to be married, no matter what gender configuration they may be. And so, again, that's a topic that we'll talk about further. But for our diocese, we continue to do the practices that we've been doing around marriage equality for some time, and we'll have some other liturgical resources available to us that really honors marriage for all people. The presiding bishop, as you know, has been walking us into the Jesus movement with 3 different priority areas around evangelism and racial reconciliation and creation care. And we had some great tech conversations about that. So I want to point you to the General Convention website to see what those conversations were like. There's some videos archived there. But the great news is we've already been digging deep into those pieces of work with our evangelism with integrity, and we will now have an evangelism charter, which is exciting for us. And continuing to dig deep with some real resources put behind the work of racial healing and racial justice. And as our diocese continues to figure out how do we convene conversations that help us to dig deep on racial reconciliation, we'll have some support from the wider church to do that. So you can look forward to hearing more. Another thing I'd want you to know about has to do with the Me Too conversations that have taken place here. That is a conversation that I hope we'll begin to have in some deep ways around our diocese. But I want you to know that from the beginning of our meeting here in Austin with the Me Too listening session and conversations in both houses, the House of Deputies and the House of Bishops, and the work being done by the Special Legislative Committee, that there are some helpful things coming as we take that conversation out of the shadows and begin to address all of the issues around gender inequity, gender violence, all of those things. We want to begin to have that conversation at home, and I look forward to doing that with you when I return. There is a lot more I could say, and I encourage you to, again, go to the General Convention website. You'll have more coming your way as we do a kind of a wrap-up edition of our newsletter about this General Convention. I and our deputation and the women of the ECW Triennial who have been here these last 2 weeks look forward to coming back home to share all of what we have experienced with you. We're wanting to make sure that what has happened in Austin doesn't stay here, but comes right back to all of us back in central and southern Indiana. So we hope to see you soon. Bye.